Oh, wow.
The llama, the alpaca, and the vicuña in Peru are kind of a sacred animal. It's actually even on their flag.
Okay, if we can find it, about 14 minutes. Yeah.
I know it more from Jeff's.
Mark my window.
Where are you going this way? You're gonna park over on the east side?
There's no parking.
Want to knock my window? Would be great. Ready? Last second adjustments. Hoy es un día muy especial. Estoy en un lugar increíble. Estoy en el Capitolio de Utah. Nervioso es poco. Van a ver qué va a pasar, pero sucede que recibí un correo hace unos días diciendo que el gobernador de Utah es hincha de Gringasho desde que salió el noticiero de lo que estaba haciendo en Chiapas de Basura en Perú. Él quería conocerme, entonces hoy voy a conocer el gobernador, vamos a conversar, de repente voy a regalar unas cosas, pero ha sido una locura llegar acá, siempre yo ando un poco tarde, ya creo que es el peruano que ya tengo, el gringo más peruano, ¿no? Pero bueno, van a ver ese día muy especial, vamos.
Kind of, not really. I don't think I've met him.
And pretty good friends with Huntsman.
Okay.
Effort to clean up is it
Peru.
Peru?
Peru. Well, I started my mission in Peru. I was a missionary.
Uh-huh.
Young missionary in Peru at the age, obviously, of 19. And then I fell in love with the people. I went to BYU Hawaii, graduated, and I paid for all my studies through a cross-country scholarship. So I've always been a runner. It's a funny story how I got running, but
So you run competitively or just for fun? Or?
always have run competitively. So I paid for all my studies on that scholarship to BYU Hawaii. As soon as I graduated, I decided to move to Peru, and that was in 2016.
So this is after your mission?
After my mission. 2016 is when I decided to move back to Peru, and I didn't really necessarily know what I was going to do. I just knew that I kind of had a love for Peru and just graduated and kind of excited about life. And 3 years later, I was on a professional soccer team in Peru. During those 3 years, I was on radio, TV, I was in a band.
Wow.
And just all these different things that I learned during my time down there, I decided to make a video, and this video went viral. And I mean, that means it got millions of views on the internet. And that's when I decided to start doing videos on the internet, YouTube and that kind of sort of stuff. And when I started getting millions of followers, I decided, let's make a difference and not just make videos that make people laugh or show how cool my life is. And there's a big problem in Latin America with littering. And so I decided to kind of do like a Forrest Gump kind of thing.
Oh, yeah?
And run the entire length of Peru, 1,600 miles.
Wow.
So to put that in perspective, Miami to New York is 1,200. So Miami to Portland, Maine is about 1,589. So just a little bit longer than Miami to Maine, 1,600.
That's a long way. How long did it take you?
115 days. So I averaged 16 miles a day.
So it was about 5 months, 4 months?
Just about 5 months with a couple, 2 weeks of rest.
Just run every day and camp out, or what did you do?
I had a vehicle with me, I had a support team. We did a big Kickstarter and got the whole community, I have 800,000 followers.
Wow,
So I got my whole community involved,
that's
and
impressive.
we did a big event. The coolest part was is every major city I would get to, every day I would run 16 to 20 or however many miles we would plan out. I would mark in the street where I'd get to, and the next day or later that day I would start there and continue running.
Yeah.
And so whenever I'd get to major cities, we'd do big trash pickups. So we did 23 trash pickups, and we picked up 63 tons of trash alongside 6,300 people.
So did the Forrest Gump aspect where you had all these followers now start running with you? And
No,
picking up trash?
there was a couple times when people would come and run with me. Yeah, I'd get to a city and people would come and run, but more of a security issue. I mean, we were in Latin America where if you've got big cameras and big stuff, it's kind of dangerous to tell everybody where you are at all times.
Yeah.
And we did run into some dangers sometimes. I was very protected. I didn't even get injured, which is absolutely insane. No shin splints, nothing. But
Wow.
anyways, yeah.
So are you running on the beach on sand, or do you run on hard surface?
They have the Pan American Highway that goes from the border of Ecuador, goes along the coast of the entire country. There's sometimes where it cuts in, but there was other times where I was
I think it'd be hard to run on sand.
there was times I would run through sandstorms and running through sand. Sometimes. And
Day 95.
Day 95. He remembers perfectly. He came down. And,
Are you still living in Peru then?
I spend most of my time in Peru, so I spent 10 months there, but I'm a Utah native, East High grad.
So are you coming back here to live, or back and forth? What's your
I'm kind of
future?
back and forth. You know, I've turned this into a huge thing where I'm. It's weird for me to say that I'm a celebrity in Peru, because to me I'm not. I'm just a normal person. Especially when I come to Utah, and I'm a nobody. But yeah, in Peru, I've turned this into a huge career. I mean, I have brands. I'm a Nike athlete in Peru. I do things on TV. I do
That's
commercials.
terrific.
And,
Well, fun.
so.
Well, you're doing something obviously very important and good. So thank you. Now, what do your parents think about this being away from home?
Oh,
You made
that
a
is
rule like this couldn't leave.
that is a tricky question.
I'm selfish. Are you kidding?
I have
Daddy's
6
really-
kids, and they all live in Utah County, 20 minutes or less from my home. They come over every Sunday for dinner.
That's wonderful.
We grew up that way.
We understand that.
Yeah.
And we have a son on a mission in
Korea.
Korea and one living in Peru and
So
daughter
I
One in
assume that's
Chicago.
South Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
North would be a little
We were
tricky.
just there at a trade mission earlier this year. And
I did a few of those with Mike Levitt. Mike
Did you?
asked me to be a trade ambassador. I've had an office in Korea and China for 25,
Yeah.
30 years.
I'm trying to get Mike to teach me how to hit the golf ball straight down the
That's
middle.
good.
He does that well.
He does good.
He does
too.
that
And his
well.
brother Mark's even better.
Yeah.
Well, listen, nice to have you here. I'm just thinking that you remind me of a young man up in Canada. I wish I could think of his name now. I should have been better prepared. But he was 7 years of age, and he heard in school, so he's like first grade, Canada, that there are communities in Africa that had no drinking water. You know, he'd just go out of his classroom down the hall, and there would be a fountain. So he couldn't comprehend this as a young boy, and his teacher told him that. And so he went home and talked to his parents and said, you know, these people need help.
Yeah.
And so they just kind of, you know, put it off and said, yeah, they do. And it's going to cost money to get built, you know, dig wells for them.
Right.
So his name was Ryan Hurljack. It just came to me. So Ryan Hurljack, he went back to his teacher and said, hey, what can we do to help these people so they have water? So, well, we need to raise some money and dig a well. So he thought he needed to raise about $500.
Yeah.
And so he actually went out and he went to his parents, and they said, well, we don't have the money, we work, and, you know, odd jobs. And he started mowing lawns and things in his neighborhood and raised $500 and went down to a company that actually digs wells and found out it was not 500, it was 2,500.
Oh, at least.
Wow.
So anyway, he didn't dissuade him. He
discouraged.
said, okay. He got on television.
Cool.
He talked about the cause, and he got some followers.
Okay.
And pretty soon he raised the $2,500. They adopted a school over in Africa. He went over there, and they had to go walk a mile from the school to get water.
Wow.
And so they came and they dug a well there, got them piped water into their school. That was the beginning of what's called Ryan's Well Foundation.
Awesome.
Ryan's
I've
read all
Ryan's
about it.
Well
Incredible.
Foundation.
Cool.
And it's 97, and that mushroomed into, he's now in his mid-20s, probably about your age, but he's had, I think, affected, I think they've done, I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of
Can you
communities,
imagine?
and about 8 different countries, impacting 1.5 million people that've got water now that didn't have. And he talked about your story. It was like kind of throwing a little pebble in the pond, and the ripple effect of that was dramatic. And so they're still functioning. They're still drilling wells and trying to get potable water to people. And just started with one little guy's idea and concern. And the same thing you're doing. You had an idea. You got litter. They got junk here. Let's clean it up. Now you've got this movement that you're a part of.
It's so cool because just like you said, my intention never was. I'm an American citizen, like I said, from Utah, and so it's tricky to say we got this problem here when you're not from there. And so my focus was never you guys are bad, that you guys are dirty. It was never that. There's a problem. Let's fix it. Let's be happy about it. We know there's a problem.
Sure.
Let's do it. Let's act.
That's taking a proactive, positive approach to things, which is what we probably have to do more in life.
Quickly tell them the hair story, because that's a cool story.
In Peru, in the rural communities, when they have their firstborn son or a newborn son, they usually let the boys grow their hair out till they're 4 years old. And when they're toddlers, you might confuse the boy with the girl because of the long hair. And it's actually a religious ceremony where they'll take, usually a Catholic pastor will come, and that's maybe where they baptism. They do a hair cutting ceremony.
Oh.
And the whole community comes, and they each take a little snip.
And give them some money, and that becomes an education fund.
Oh.
And it's kind of good luck, the hair.
Yeah.
Anyways, and so since I'm known in Peru as the gringo who's become Peruvian, one time joking with my friends, they said, hey, you need to get your hair cutting ceremony. And obviously with the run, you think of Forrest Gump, and he grew his hair out. So when I announced I was going to run, I told everybody I'd grow my hair out. I'm actually going back January 5th. We're going to do the big hair cutting ceremony.
Hey, how cool is that?
So against mom's wishes, it's a little bit long for now. But it's a little
On
bit more
you, it
sentimental.
looks great.
Yeah, I know.
For the runner saving the world, it's kind of in, the
Everybody
fun,
wants
the
that
line.
hair.
Well, congratulations
Thank
to
you.
you.
I actually have something for you, if that's okay.
Sure.
If we can give you, I did to actually pay for, after I did a Kickstarter and had a bunch of people help me, we did t-shirts, and I was sponsored by a company in Peru, and we did our Chapa tu Basura t-shirts.
Which basically means pick up your trash.
Pick up your trash.
Pick up your trash.
Chapa to
Basura.
basura.
Yeah, so Chapa means pick up, tu means your, and then Basura is trash.
Basuras.
And this is a very Peruvian font. It's found all over Peru, and they're
I
very...
wish I spoke Spanish.
Oh, well, I
Hablo
can teach you.
español.
No problema.
No entiendo. Un poquito.
Un poquito. Yo te puedo enseñar. I can teach you.
Ah, sí.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Muy
that's a
bien.
little gift, and then this is also another gift for you.
Oh, wow.
The llama, the alpaca, and the vicuña in Peru are kind of a sacred animal. It's actually even on their flag. So.
Yeah. Well, I like that. We work with, we got llamas down in Spanish Fork with the Hindu.
Oh, really?
And I celebrate Diwali with them every year.
Cool.
At the mansion. I like the menorah. We're very ecumenical in the governor's office.
I love
although I'm a Latter-day Saint. But
So these are Peruvian Andinian, which is the high altiplano colors. So.
well, thank you.
No problem.
We'll put this on display here
That'd be
in our
awesome.
home office. We rotate through a bunch of our stuff we have
I'm
here.
sure you get a lot of stuff. It's an
We-
honor for me to
we
leave
do.
a little bit of Peru in here.
Well, thank you. I really like that. That's really handsome. So let's get a picture.
Let's do it.
Okay. I want to cover up the T-shirt.
1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, wonderful. Mom, Dad, would you like to hop
Sure.
on?
Speaking of my
The chair's not in.
His son, my exact age, would be elementary, junior high.
Weston.
Weston,
Yeah,
whatever.
sure, I know. I know Weston.
We were with
Same
Dixie
age.
Sunday.
Yeah. Well, he's a good friend of mine.
Good
was
people.
Elaine.
He's been great. It's just some of my memory. He always played a lot of tennis.
This old street where Mike used to live.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay, are you guys
All right,
ready?
on 3.
You're
This will
looking
be the
good.
Christmas card picture.
1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then, would you like to hop in? Are you
Please.
friends? Yeah, come on.
Ah,
She was
He's
the one who
made
actually.
this happen.
Yeah, she.
bienvenidos.
Okay, everyone take a step this way. Balance you out. Okay, perfect. 3. 1, 2, and 3. Mom, come out a tiny little bit. Perfect. Looks like you're hiding. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Thank you.
Now you're going to be able to download all these pictures, and I've got something for you, I think, here. Where is my, oh, there it is.
Is it disrespectful to take a picture with the Peruvian flag with the governor?
You can hold it.
I can hold it?
I don't think that, yeah, you can hold it.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Would that be okay if we did
That's
that?
okay.
So if you do it, you can do it for social media, but you can't do it on any publication.
Just for my Instagram?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
So
Okay.
you can do that, but not to like raise money.
No,
or-
no, no.
okay. Oh.
Perfect. Peruvians would just go insane if
Oh,
they
yeah.
saw.
Yeah, we've been to Mexico twice on trade missions. We've been to Brazil. We have a lot of people go down. I have a lot of friends here that are from Peru originally.
50,000 Peruvians in Utah,
Yeah.
second biggest minority
A lot of,
next to
and,
Mexicans.
so I have a lot of hope for Latin America. They've got good people, hardworking, good family values. They just got bad government.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Okay, are you guys ready?
You tell me what.
Yeah, you can put it up. Yeah. Okay, ready? 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Let me give you this. In government, we have a tradition of giving coins. You can see my coin collection over here, which is only half of what I have.
Oh, geez.
But, you know, from different for cabinet members, from the federal government, from other governors, from people who go to the military. And what happens is that they usually will come to you, and some of this is arranged, right? I'm the commander-in-chief of Utah, so if I'm with the military, I have and like that.
Appreciate
And
it.
so whoever has the highest coin, the other guy has to buy drinks.
All right. Water on me.
Yeah, that's right. So this is my unique coin. This is where you're at here at the Capitol building. This is our office right in here in the southeast corner.
Mhm.
You remember my name. And then this is my unique seal on the 70th governor. We're a young state. If you're in Virginia, that might be up to number 70. Some of them they've had for just 2 years, so it rotates through quicker. But we're just a young state, 1896 when we became a state. Brigham Young was the first territorial governor, and I'm the 17th state governor.
If I'm not I can say that in Spanish. If I'm not misunderstanding, you're one of the longest because of the,
Yes,
you accept in.
I'm the longest active serving governor in America today. I've been 10.5 years.
Congratulations.
So most people are terminated out, well, not in Utah. So 8 years is about the most anybody ever gets. So I'm already 2.5 years more than most. And I've got another year to go. So I'll be the second longest serving governor other than Cal Rampton, who has served 3 terms. But if you count my 4.5 years as lieutenant governor in the executive branch, nobody's been in the executive branch longer than me. So
Thank you for your service.
it's time for me to ride off in the sunset.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Appreciate your time.
And work like everything depends on you.
Yeah.
That's another
That
good
was
one.
on my nightstand my whole mission.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you our family motto, since we're on family mottos. And I'm sure you got a million things to do. Stick to the task till it sticks to you.
Stick to the task till the task sticks to you.
Beginnings are many, enders are few. And I'm sure there's a big other poem that I don't remember.
Well, remember,
But we'll
work
do it.
will win when wishy-washy wishing won't. It's such a good one that President Monson put it in his conference talk here
Love it.
a few years back.
I'll do it.
Got it from the Herbert family.
Thank you. Ya llegó Papayo. Bueno, esto ha sido otro video acá, una locura en total, me siento súper honrado. Muchas gracias Utah, the state of Utah, Governor Herbert, thank you so much. Muchas gracias a ustedes. No se olviden de like, comentar y suscribir a mi canal y por supuesto, no olvideros en otro video. Chau.